I'm getting ready at the moment to launch my little podcast, which I have no idea if anyone will want to listen to, but that's neither here nor there. It's not ready yet anyway. And I'm working on it, but I just, today I have something to say. And so I decided to put this out now anyway. Um, my podcast is about rekindling my optimism. That's why it's called In Pursuit of Optimism, because mine's taken numerous lightning strikes over the past few, well, years. It's not about politics or current affairs or religion or activism. In fact, I don't really want those things on it at all because they are making the world a really dark place right now. Just the things I can find in the world that make me smile, like Elon Musk's enormous masculine shoulders, which, along with his beautiful rockets, never fail. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do one on that. But this week, there was another lightning strike impacting how I feel, how I think many of us feel. The world got a little bit darker. The atrocities of this past week have left me struggling to breathe. The response already underway is going to be horrifying. The outcome is going to be even more dead. And there have been people around the world not only cheering and celebrating those original actions, but calls for escalation of violence and an explosion of anti-Semitism, which has been horrifying to see. I have Jewish friends. One of my closest friends in the world is Jewish. I love her dearly. To see this response happening is just unbelievable to me. Humans seem to be regressing, and where are the authorities across the West stopping, breaking up and arresting those spreading all this hate? I'm a proponent of free speech, a big one, but incitement, particularly when it comes to racial hatred, is illegal, certainly in this country, and that's what I've been seeing. How have we learned so little from the past, from all the wars that came before? How have we forgotten so quickly? And yes, before you ask, I am angry. As with everything in my life, I am a mum first. That's who I am. It's how I relate to people and the world around me. I want a world in which my kids can thrive, live happy lives, have families of their own, watch as we innovate and take humanity forward. And all I see is pain. The pain of all the families who have lost their loved ones over the past week and who are going to continue to lose in the weeks and months to come. Of the children whose lives have been cut short, and of the young people whose lives have been treated like they are worthless. Of all the lives being used either to fight or to shield, and it makes me so angry. Doing this. I don't care what your religious beliefs are or your political beliefs or ideologies. I don't care what side you support or how you feel about people who see things differently to you. I don't care. Nothing justifies such actions. It just doesn't. And anyone on any side who commits such atrocities should be judged harshly. Anyone who says, oh, but what about blah, 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 in justification of such actions, that makes you someone who sees a time when such actions are excusable. And that makes you part of the problem and likely a sociopath to boot. All these conflicts are ultimately always about the same things: money, power, land, more money, more power, more land, usually using religious or political beliefs as your excuse for it. I don't care what you want. That's fine. Knock yourselves out. Try to kill each other over who has what, owns what, or leads whatever. But leave the rest of us alone. Sod off into a field somewhere. Surely there's got to be some island somewhere that we as a planet can just send each other to when this kind of thing needs to be sorted out. It can be called War Island, where whichever warmongers want to battle it out can go and fight to your heart's content. Winner takes all. Just stop sending our young people out to fight your battles for you. Leave everyone else to live their lives in peace, in their own homes, bringing up their kids, having their families, going to work and living. Even better, do it online. Use some war game. There's enough of them out there. Be a grown-up. Instead of soldiers, get your best gamers and battle it out in the cloud as trolls and ogres or fairies and elves. Just stop it. All your wars and your violence and hate achieve nothing except more pain and even more displaced people, leading to even more conflict. And I've had enough. I am tired and I'm sad and I'm afraid for the future of humanity because we are failing ourselves. Anyone with a heart and some good sense is afraid for where we're headed right now. And to all our political leaders across the world, your words are cheap. We need to see strength, effective leadership, diplomacy, a wish for the best for your people instead of your agenda for power. Step up, or quite frankly, step down. Ben Shapiro said in the West, we're narcissistic enough to believe that everyone thinks or feels the same way we do, or that was his basic meaning. I think I'm paraphrasing. I don't agree. I think we have a basic respect for human life, and our biological imperative for the continuation of the human race leads us to be protective of our children. Add to that, our wish to be prosperous and free feels such a natural one. We struggle to believe that others would be so self-destructive as to not have that same drive, those same goals. There's that quote, an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. I wonder if that's where some people are right now already, so lost in their hate or their need to win whatever it is they profess to be fighting for or believing in, that they're now just blind to humanity. Fear and hate are dangerous and destructive things. We need to do better for each other, be better to each other, and then hopefully tomorrow will be better. Okay, bent over. I've said my piece and I don't care if you love it, hate it, ignore it completely. It's just how I feel today.